Mut mikä uusi ADC?
Smolder is coming to League of Legends very shortly. Thanks to Riot, I'll be able to show him to you today. Excuse the watermark, but that's how we got it. Smolder is the first actual dragon champion in League of Legends. As
Wow.
Riot says, Shyvana is just
Lohikäärme
and
champion,
Aurelion
bad
Sol is a
chest.
celestial being, and therefore not really a dragon. That being said, Smolder and Aurelion Sol are rivals in-game. Smolder is an ED caster marksman who is hyperscaling, short-range and teamfight oriented. He excels at area of effect damage as the game progresses.
Wow.
If you play against him, you should try to punish him in the early game, when he is still weak. Smolder is a cute creature AD carry. As usual in my videos, I'm gonna focus on his abilities and his gameplay, so let's dive straight into it. Smolder's passive is called Dragon Practice. Hitting champions with abilities and killing enemies with your Q grants Smolder a stack of passive. Stacks
toi näyttää legit ihan Spyrolta. Se vielä jotenkin liikkuukin ihan samalla tavalla.
Basic abilities. Smolder's Q is called Super Scorcher Breath. Smolder belches flame at his enemies. This ability evolves according to your passive stacks. At 25 stacks, Q starts damaging all enemies surrounding the target. At 125 stacks, this ability also sends explosions beyond the target. They deal 75% of the ability's damage. At 225 stacks, it burns the target, dealing max health true damage over 3 seconds. Enemy champions that drop below a total health threshold while burning are killed instantly. Smolder's W is called Achoo! Smolder lets out an adorable flaming sneeze, damaging and slowing enemies. Smolder lets out an adorable flame. Smolder's W is called Achoo! Smolder lets out an adorable flaming sneeze, damaging and slowing enemies hit. Hitting enemies causes an additional explosion. Smolder's E is called Flap Flap Flap. Smolder takes flight, gaining movement speed and ignoring terrain for 1.25 seconds. While flying, Smolder attacks the lowest health enemy. And finally his ult. Smolder's R is called Mom. Smolder's mom breathes fire from above, dealing extra damage and slowing enemies in the center of her fire. If this ability hits Smolder, he is also healed. So let's have a look at some of his gameplay clips. As I already said, Smolder is a scaling caster marksman. He relies on his abilities as his primary damage output.
Kun sä last hittaat kuulla, niin sä saat aina yhden stackin ja sit toi kuu niinku, se on vähän niinku nasus.
The game seems like you mostly wanna focus on farming your stacks. In the clips we can see that they play Smolder with press the attack as a keystone. As for the items, they seem to focus on AD crit caster build with Nahori, Essence River and Collector. Most of Smolder's damage is physical, although he does a bit of magic damage on his E or Q.
Ei, en mä tuu tommosta kyllä pelaa oikeesti. Ei toi natsi. Nyt mennään pelaa, että